Mr. Kwanzaa, are we all set?
Opening remarks.
Levels, how are you?
I'm doing well. How you doing?
Okay. Still awake?
You're not doing well, Levels.
So, fellow Kukudai, good evening wherever you are, and thanks so much for taking time out of your busy schedules to be part of this very important democratic process. Choosing leaders to lead the affairs of NPP USA is no easy feat, and this is not something that we should take lightly. Leaders have the ability to inspire, to take others along their journey, and to be credible. For us, we believe a good leader makes people sit up and listen, then follow, not by shouting the odds, but through the power of persuasion. Well, electing new leaders is up again, and these contestants will be asking for our support. Every single vote will make a difference as candidates put forward their visions and look to us to be on their side. Our choices have long-term impact on the decisions we take as a branch. Choosing carefully matters. Now it's time for us to listen to what these candidates have for us so we can make informed decisions. Let me use this opportunity to say a big thank you to the branch election committee headed by Dr. Duye, who is a patron for NPP USA and is from Atlanta. Also to Mr. Ebo Kwanzaa, our director of IT, who is based in LA. Dr. Godfred Arthur Ebo Fulai, he's the chairman of Delaware. And we've also had tremendous support from Mr. Emmanuel Jatat Tebri, the chairman of NPP Pennsylvania. Thank you so much, Chairman Tebri. Thank you to the candidates for availing.
Okay, so whatever you're doing is going to come. Okay. So you need to.
Thank you to the candidates for availing themselves and stepping up to be considered for branch positions. Please allow me to introduce the moderators for tonight's event. Mr. Emmanuel Mensah, who is the former chairman of NPP Colorado, and Ms. Yvonne McCowan, the NPP Atlanta chapter secretary. Over to you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much, Mr. Brajima, Director of Research and Election of NPP USA. We thank everyone who have had the opportunity to join us tonight. And without delaying the process, here we'd like to also acknowledge all of our candidates or contestants who have had a time to join us, here tonight. As the director rightly, said, this is a process to educate all of us who are eligible voters. Let's, pay attention and let's, enjoy the process. Let's enjoy the dialogue, and let's just make sure that at the end of this, NPP USA certainly becomes the ultimate beneficiary. So without much as I do, I want to thank, all of you and to thank my co-moderator for being here tonight as we begin the process. Without delaying further, my co-moderator, Ms. Yvonne McCowan, is going to take us, through the various, instructions that we all need to be aware of. I think the last meeting we were able to, elaborate on it. Tonight, she's going to do the same. There will be candidate instruction as well as, instruction for all of our audience or our members that have had the opportunity to join us tonight. So without delaying further, Ms. Yvonne, I will, hand over to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Emma. All right, so there are some housekeeping rules here. The instructions were given to the candidates to follow as well. So to roll it out again, the candidates will have 1 minute for an opening statement and 1 minute for a closing statement. The candidates will have 5 minutes to present their vision to the voters and members of the branch, and making it a total of 7 minutes. The chairperson will have 20 minutes to outline her branch her vision for the branch. That's the third phase, which will be next Saturday. All right, opening and closing statements will be done in the following order based on who starts first with an opening statement. That person will be last doing the closing statement. The timekeeper from the election committee will monitor the clock for us and will duly inform a candidate when they exhaust their allotted time. When there is half a minute left on your speaking time, the timekeeper will hold up a card that says 30 seconds, indicating that you will have 30 seconds to finish your vision statement. At 15 seconds, the timekeeper will hold up a card that says 15 seconds, and then you'll have to wrap up and you'll see a stop sign when it's time to end it. Now, if you continue speaking after the stop card is held up, you will be muted, and the moderator, me or Emmanuel, will say thank you and we'll move on to the next candidate. We encourage all the candidates to be courteous and professional, and take note that personal references about their other candidates are out of order. Please note that this forum will be broadcast live on Facebook for members in and outside of the country, and will be uploaded to the NPP USA website for future rebroadcasts. So for our viewers, our audience, please turn off your cell phones or put them on silence, mute mode to avoid interrupting the program. We request that you treat all candidates fairly. Please remain quiet throughout the forum. No clapping, no cheering, or no calling out names. We ask that you will be very, very respectful throughout this process. At this point, we do ask that you mute yourself so that we can all hear the candidate who is speaking. Thank you very much for your attention. Over to you, Emmanuel.
Thank you very much, Ms. Yvonne. I do want to clarify for the purpose of tonight's conversation that there is an order of candidacy submission, and what I mean with that, about that is when each of these candidates were asked to fill their applications, and when they were done completing those, they submitted it to the Electoral Commission or the Electoral Committee. And when they did that, based off on the order in which they submitted the application, is going to be how tonight's questioning or line of questioning is going to be addressed to them. So, for example, if Mr. A submitted was the first to submit their application, they get to start this conversation in terms of the opening statement, first. And Mr. B, who submitted second, would get to also be the last person to close. So as Ms. Yvonne stated earlier, there's going to be an alternative in this whole process, and the candidates are already aware of that. So just for purpose of clarity, we want to make sure that all of us, and the candidates are reminded of this, process. So phase 2 tonight, we begin with a woman organizer, and I'm certain that they are all, they're both ready for us, tonight. And we are going to start, with an opening statement. Each of the candidates, would give us an opening statement, which means that all 6 of the candidates will give us an opening statement. And once they're done with that, then we would actually, go in the reverse, order and ensure that they now officially give us, their vision statement, which will be 5 minutes. Then the last of the 3 phases or, session would be the closing statement. And we will take it, in that order until we are completed. So I would like to reiterate, that as well. Thank you again. And once again, we are glad to have you all joining us tonight. We begin tonight's open conversation with our current woman organizer, Ms. Barbara Boafo. You get to give us, your opening statement, and that will follow, by Ms. Paulina Poku after you are done. And until we get to the last, which is Mr. James Owusu for the first vice chair position. So we invite Ms. Barbara Boafo. Please, it is your turn.
Good evening, my dear patrons, our moderators, election committee members, and my fellow aspirants. I am Barbara Boafo, the current MPP USA branch women's organizer, national patron for MPP Loyal Ladies, former woman organizer for New York chapter 2011 to 2018, and a member for coalition to elect Nana Addo and Bawumia. Another election is here, and the benefit of our great party comes grave responsibility. And as a branch woman organizer, it is my vision to you. Empowering the voices of our women, amplifying women voices in our party has always been my priority.
Time's up.
I would like to create a space for our women where we can talk and express any concerns.
Time's up.
Thank you very much, Ms. Barbara Boafo. Thank you. All right, for the next, opening statement, Ms. Paulina Poku.
Greetings, distinguished election committee, moderators, fellow NPP members. I'm excited to have been given the honor to present myself to you. My name is Paulina Santua Poku, and I'm contesting for the branch women's organizer position NPP USA. I deem it a great honor to come before you today. My political life and career began 30 years ago in the Blue East region of Ghana, Atelibo-Amantin constituency to be precise. I started as a constituency member, mobilizing.
Please mute your phone, your Zoom while the speaker is speaking. Thank you. Go ahead, Ms. Paulina.
I think her time is up. I believe
okay.
The bell went off. Yes.
All right. Thank you very much, Ms. Paulina.
You are welcome.
All right. Thank you very much. Would like to remind all of our candidates that your opening and closing statement is a minute. Let's try to use it as much as we can. We revert to Mr. Augustine Agbenezer, who is the current General Secretary, to give us his opening statement.
Good evening, Patriots. My name is Augustine Yao Agbenezer. I'm the KLM Branch Secretary. I have served my chapter, Washington DC Metro chapter, as a secretary for at least 12 years. And at times,
I'm sorry. Can we stop the time, please? Augustine, you have two Zooms open, and there's a bad echo coming through. So you might need to come off of one or at least mute the other one. Thank you, sir. Go ahead.
Is it okay now?
No, there is still an echo.
I've muted the computer.
It's a terrible echo, Mr. Ebenezer.
Is it okay now?
There you go. Much better. Thank you so much. Please continue.
Okay. I served my home chapter, the Washington Metro chapter, for at least 12 years as a chapter secretary. At times, I combine that position with my position at the branch level. For the last 4 years, I have been honored to serve as the branch secretary. And in that position, with the collaboration of all the other executives, we have achieved a lot for the branch. We initiated and our IT team developed a membership management system for the branch that will help us to efficiently manage the branch. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ebenezer. Next for opening statement will be Reverend Samuel Sarkodie.
Thank you very much, my honorable moderators, Elections Committee, BEC executives, all protocol duly observed. My fellow patriots, it's time again for us to elect.
We mute Linda O.
My name is Samuel Sarkodie. Samuel Sarkodie from Kede constituency, immediate past chapter chair of Columbus chapter MPP USA. I've been part of MPP USA branch since 2008, 9, and 10, coming serving in multiple committees as secretary on some of these committees, a founding member of the chapter, and also volunteer in 2020 campaign team, elections in Ghana. Now, for every leadership position, there's what I call the character of the position, the responsibilities of the position, and the promises or the prospect of the position. I am here to present myself to you, possessing the character of the position. That is somebody who is tolerant, somebody who is visionary, dynamic, and also somebody that brings transformation in our endeavors as a collective leadership front. I present myself to you for you to vote for me. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Moving on with the opening statements. The vice chairperson. We'll start with Mr. Dennis Opong.
Thank you, moderator, co-moderator, EC chair. Thank you, everyone. Fellow patriots, my name is Dennis Opong Chichiko, vying for the first vice position. Currently, I'm the outgoing NPP New Jersey chairman. I served as a vice chairman for 6 years, and now to lead a chapter for another 6 years. Tonight, I'm presenting myself, soliciting for your votes as the first branch chairperson. There's a lot that needs to be done to break the aid. In breaking the aid, we need dedicated, committed, democratic vice to partner the chairlady to make this move. And the candidate that can do that is Dennis Opong Chichiko. I have worked for the branch since 2004, and I have so many to give you tonight, but that 1 minute cannot be enough for me to present all my vision. Tonight, I'm presenting myself as the candidate for the first vice position. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Please mute your phones if you're not talking. That's a number 8. Okay, there you go. Thank you so much, sir. Or ma'am. All right, so we'll round off our opening statements, and the last person will be Mr. James Owusu. Please go ahead, sir.
Good evening, fellow patriots. My name is James Owusu. I'm contesting for the MPP USA branch first vice. I joined the MPP in 1992 in Ghana, and I have since remained active and true patriot because I believe in the ideology of the MPP and what it stands for, development in freedom. I have over years served the MPP in various capacities, and currently the outgoing chairman, Cincinnati chapter, a position I have held successfully since 2016. Prior to that, Mr. Chairman, I served as MPP USA branch youth organizer from 2009 to 2014 under the chairmanship of Nana Adjei Yeboah. I have served in several other roles such as TESCOM PRO at Kumasi Technical University, planning committee member for 2015 Women Wing fundraiser in Columbus, Ohio, Planning Committee member for 2018 Atlanta Delegate Conference, and currently the chairman for the 2022 Delegate Conference.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Owusu. Thank you all candidates for your opening statements. At this time, I will turn it over to Mr. Emmanuel Mensah.
Thank you very much, Ms. Yvonne. We move to the next phase, which each candidate has 5 minutes to give us their vision. With that, we begin with our current women organizer, Ms. Barbara Boafo.
Good evening again. I will start with my vision again. Empowering the voices of our women. Amplifying women voices in our party has become my priority and to categorize it. I would like to create a space for our women where we can talk and express our any consensus about the party in order to address it to the right place. Allowing women to promote and extend the reach of Women's Forum and create great diversity among members. Working cordially with our women's wing in Ghana. As a national patron for MPP loyal ladies, measures has been already take place to organize timely meetings and socials for women office, where we can share the best practice to support our women's wing. Making recommendations to our leaders about women's issue, addressing consensus in the party policies and program to enact constructively changes, sustainability and longevity of our party for election 2024. In collaboration, strategic farewell fundraising activities will be handled to support the nature and patronize for both MPP USA branch and MPP Ghana. Maintaining transparency and accountability. Setting up caucus to amplify marginalized voices. Meetings will be handled whereby all women will register their preference among candidates running for office or elect delegates to attend Congress. Welcoming strongly, open and public criticism and publishing all meetings and programs activities. For all my visions and my thoughts to be perished, I would like to, for all my visions to be perished, I must first able to secure the mandate of the people by inviting you all as I reach out to all members in my request to secure their mandate to retain my seat once again as your branch woman organizer. Choose Barbara Boafo for her exceptional mobilizing skills. The legacy of services continue. Kukrudu. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Barbara Boafo, for your vision for the branch. We'll move on to Ms. Paulina Poku to give us her vision for the branch.
You're muted. No.
Ms. Paulina Poku, if you are ready, we would like to invite you to give us, your vision. You have 5 minutes to do that.
Okay. I think something interrupts my my introduction. So anyway, I'm okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I deem it a great honor to come before you today. My political life career began 30 years ago in the Boone East region in Ghana, Aterebu Amantin constituency, to be precise. I started as a constituency member, mobilizing other members from various areas, including remote underserved communities where in many cases did not even have access roads. My dedication and selflessness then led to winning the position as the Aterebu Amantin Women's Organizer for 16 good years. Subsequently, I joined the NPP New York chapter due to my commitment and determination. I became the chapter women's organizer. My relationship with all the members has grown over the years due to the love for the party. Ladies and gentlemen, panel members, as I aspire for the women's organizer position, I will collaborate with the other executives and able organizers to give hope to underprivileged women, both USA and Ghana. Breaking the age is our focus. With the help of our able-bodied chairwoman and all the executives, we will increase our membership to help the party retain power in 2024 elections. With pure humility, I crave the indulgence of all members and humbly seek your vote for the ultimate position as the branch woman organizer. Together, we shall make Ghana great. Thank you very much. Long live NPP USA. Long live Ghana. Kukrudu. Kukrudu. Radu, 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 radu.
Thank you very much, and that's very kind of you, Ms. Paulina Poku, for your vision. We move on to the General Secretary position, and with that, I would like to invite Mr. Augustine Agbenezer to give us his vision for the branch. Thank you.
Thank you, moderator. As the current branch secretary, I have served this branch with dedication, selflessness, and with purpose to make this branch the choice branch within NPP. Going forward, it is my vision to make this branch better tomorrow than it is today. In order to do this, as the secretary, knowing very well that the secretariat is not the decision maker of the party or the branch, but the implementer of the decisions collectively made by the branch executives, I shall employ all technologies, especially the member management system that we launched just a month and a half ago, to help the chapters to grow up. And if the chapters grow up, the branch also grows up. I will use the technology to enhance the way we do things. That technology affords us the opportunity to reach out to our members individually or as a group,
you know how far
or
it is?
Globally.
All the way down by the, what's the place?
Mr. Solomon, Dr. Solomon Watson, please mute your phone, mute your Zoom.
Apologies.
Thank you. I'm sorry, go ahead, Mr. Augustine.
Currently, there are some problems that I have recognized in the branch. Some chapters regard themselves as being independent of the branch. Towards properly integrating the chapters into the branch, I would organize webinar sessions for the chapters during their meetings in order to bring them abreast with the ideals of the Dankwa Busia tradition, so that our members, the branch members, will become more educated about what our party stands for. And then it will make our members to be more informed, always engaged, and have a critical understanding of the need to work dedicatedly in order to move the elephant back into the Jubilee House in 2024. The elephant must remain in the Jubilee House, and it is only when you get people who are principled, dedicated, people who never quit on the party when differences arise, to usher in a new collective leadership to help the party in Ghana to maintain the party in the Jubilee House in 2024. That is going to be an outdoor start, and all hands will be on the deck. In order to prosecute the agenda for 2024, as the branch secretary, I would mobilize all chapters and all members to give their maximum attention and contribution to that agenda. And this can be done in various ways. One is educating the members on the need for maintaining the party in the Jubilee House so that the party can continue to develop Ghana in freedom. It must be recognized that it is only our party that can develop Ghana. I will continue to serve with a sense of humility and do as much as I can day and night to prosecute the agenda of the branch. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Augustine Ebenezer, for your vision statement. We move on to Reverend Sarkodie to give us your vision statement.
Thank you very much, my honorable moderator, and good evening once again to everyone. My name is Samuel Sarkodie, immediate past chairperson of the Columbus chapter. I'm running for the branch secretary position. As I indicated, for every leadership position, we have the character of the position, we have the responsibility of the position, and the promise of the prospects of that position. I have already introduced myself, but I would like to outline what I possess that over the years has been my hallmark as a leader, as administrator, and also as a member, a loyal member of this noble party called New Patriotic Party. I have that listening, yes. I'm available, accessible anytime. I come in with innovative ideas, and I have that transformational change agenda, simply because over the years, we've done certain things in this branch which are wonderful, but have been very repetitive, and I think it's about time we have a change. As your branch secretary, Article 6+3C outlines my duties and responsibilities, which basically ensures that, or simplified in summary, says that you are the sole administrator supporting the chairperson and the branch executive committee manage the affairs of the branch. My duty, my vision is to help streamline the ID card issuance process, which over the past years has become a little bit of a challenge. Our chairperson has volunteered to assist us, but I think this branch or this secretariat can do much better to minimize the delays. So it is my duty as the chief administrator of this branch to streamline the process, to make sure we have a seamless process that people and members, when they pay their dues, will be able to access their cards in on time, in a timely manner, and as well introduce, pilot the digital ID process as well. It is my duty to also to help the branch to streamline our information access processes. So what I'm going to introduce is to initiate a one chapter, one administrative laptop program by the Secretariat for data information, for data and information security. Why? Because if you read our Article 6, our Article 3+10, it talks about the register of members. Both the branch and the chapter shall keep in secured place a register of members in electronic format. We've had issues of information access, our voters register here and there, the chapter level, that issues have happened in the past elections during 2014, 2018. It is my duty for us to make sure that information access is secure, our database is secured, and we have a source, a common source of information. And also every chapter will encourage them to have a phone that our chapter secretaries and the chapter chairs will use to communicate, so that we do not have any excuses of a branch secretary not returning calls or responding to members or branch members or chapter members' communication. I will also create a database of our executives and also party head office leadership, and as well as government officials. We also have the opportunity to access information such as government contracts, investment and procurement opportunities, so that our members are informed and they have first-hand information of whatever that is going on, and we all benefit from our government programs and policies that are there for every citizen. We are in government, and our members and our branch members should be able to have access to this kind of information as well. And as your secretary, I'll also ensure that I coordinate and collaborate effectively with all the wings of the branch. That includes the women's wing, our youth wing, communications team, and elections and as well. What am I going to do? Personally, I have supported the formation of TESCON, and Columbus spearheaded the mobilization of food items to support some stranded international students in OU. And I really contributed and volunteered. And that was a good opportunity for this branch to start TESCON. I will make sure, in collaboration with the youth wing and our youth organizer, to start the NPP USA TESCON branch. Also, in terms of capacity building, it is my responsibility to make sure that we have capacity building, professional and political development for our members. We do send people to Ghana during elections time to volunteer. We need a secretary that is dynamic, that is available, that is accessible and visionary, and together we shall make NPP USA what it needs to be. Thank you so much. God bless.
Thank you so kindly, Reverend Sarkodie, for your vision statement. With that, we would like to move along, and we invite Mr. Opon-Chichiku to give us his vision statement, and that falls in line with the first vice chairperson position.
Thank you again, moderator. Good evening again, ladies and gentlemen. 4 years ago, I was in the same seat vying for the same position. I lost narrowly to Dr. Tina Agrifajan. As a matter of fact, I lost by 10 votes. But the good thing is, I didn't let it put me down. I shook it off and I gave my all to the branch and the chapter. And I'm coming to you again to give me the mandate to implement or help rebuild the branch as I preached 4 years ago. When I took over as a first vice NPP New Jersey chapter, one of the things that I saw was, it was like almost a one-man show. As a good leader, or as a leader, I spoke to the chairman then, and I implemented a WhatsApp chat so that we, the administrators, all can be on the same page. So I introduced that we have executive meetings. We have executive meetings to create our own agenda so that we can bring it to the board. And I know that it helped us in so many ways for us to come on board. And when I came to the branch, I brought the same to the branch. I saw that all the chapter chairs were on the back platform, and I encouraged my other chapter chairs, telling them that we are the head of the branch. Chapter chairs supposed to have our own platform so that we all can stay there and dialogue. We can brainstorm over there. And a lot of them bought into it. So I created the chapter chairs platform. As a matter of fact, I'm the secretary for the chapter chairs. And all my co-chapter chairs will attest to that, the work that we did over there. I believe that breaking the 8, we need a dynamic leader to assist Obaya Frimpong. And from my experience as a vice chairman of New Jersey, I have worked with a chairman before, and that gives me the nod and best candidate to partner her because I know how to work with a superior. I know how to bring people on board, I know how to take directions from a leader as well. And that's what we need to break the 8. And if I get the mandate to do that, these are what I want to bring on board. I want to strengthen the chapters. If you look at the list of this year, if you look at the delegate list, you see that it shrank a little bit. And right now, we need to revive that. And if I get the mandate, the first 100 days, I will visit every chapter, dialogue with the members, dialogue with the executives, and ask them what are the challenges that they're facing in their chapter. And we're going to tackle it head on, because we need to make the chapter stronger to build a better branch. If you look at the picture of the political branch, the branch is at the top and the chapters are the base. To get a better branch, we have to strengthen the chapters so that the branch can go on further. We need that. And one thing that I'm trying to do to create more chapters, there are 23 chapters as of now. We have 50 states. So my goal is to go to other areas that we don't have chapters. We're gonna engage the community. We're gonna identify the groups over there that symptomize the other associations. We have a lot of MPP sympathizers. We have to break that from being a sympathizer to be a sympathizer to, I know my time is up, so I'll go to my next one. We have to put a structure in place so that we can find a better way to help the appointee system, because right now it's the survivors of the fittest. Everybody, after political appointment, everybody just go and find a way to get an appointment. That's why they are not kicking back to us. But we have to put a structure in place so that all the appointees, we can hold them responsible. When they go to Ghana, we can hold them responsible so they can kick back to the branch again. Right now, we don't have anything in place. So if I get the nod to do that, I, Oponchi Cheku, will put a structure in place so that we can dialogue better and put a selective system so that we can help the administration in Ghana to give us a better appointees, or we can help them to select the appointees. In this way, we can hold the appointees responsible. I have a lot to offer, but the minutes that I was given or we are given to me, it's not enough to share all my visions. But the two things I want to tell to you about is we have to put a structure in place.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Chichiku.
Selecting our appointees.
We appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chichiku, for your vision statement. We invite Mr. James Owusu to give us his vision.
Good evening, fellow patriots. Once again, I come to your home this evening and I ask you to vote for James Owusu as your first vice chairman. My vision is to break the 8 for MPP to win 2024 elections and beyond. How do we do it? If you vote me into power, the first thing I'm going to do is to make sure there is unity among various chapter members. It is said that when there is no enemy within, the enemies outside cannot hurt you. My priority when giving the nod to become the first vice chairman will focus on engaging chapters in building strategies, relationship between branch levels, chapter executives, and chapter members. This will help ascertain first-hand information of any impasses that can cause disintegration among party faithfuls. Party politics is about numbers, and we cannot afford to lose any patriots going into 2024 elections. This can be achieved through regular branch executive visibility in various chapters to help reignite party spirit and passion among members. We need to bring back the love to break the 8. As I'm speaking to you right now, most chapters, if you go to, or if you visit the chapters, you see apathy. When we were in opposition, chapter members were attending chapter programs even more than now that we are in power. Why is it so? It's because chapter members feel that they are not getting benefits from the party, from the members of MPP USA who are supposed to return benefits to them. So my second vision, when you vote me into power, is to ensure cross-benefit and opportunity to MPP USA members. I feel highly driven to talk about this issue. MPP USA is among the highest contributors to the development of MPP Party Ghana, if not the #1 contributor. Members put in so much, both financial and logistics, to get our party into power. But unfortunately, members don't get any benefits or opportunities from few of us who get selected to become ministers, directors, director general, CEOs, MDs, etc. Let's take MPP USA as a constituency. By way of facilitating employment, you see, when you go to various constituencies, the MPs, the ministers, they return to their constituencies with job opportunities. They facilitate employment opportunities for their members, enlistment into security services, scholarships, capacity training, among the rest. So why is it that MDs, CEOs, directors, and appointees from MPP USA do not bring same opportunities back to us in the US, our members in the US? When you give me the opportunity to become the first vice chairman, I will work with my executive to engage all appointees from MPP USA to bring back some of the opportunities in their outfits to MPP USA members. We deserve more than what we are getting right now. To this end, I urge all of you to vote James Owusu, who used to be your youth organizer, and even when I was a youth organizer, was able to come out with a new chapter, that is the Columbus chapter. With the help of some other members, I was able to form a new chapter in Columbus. Give me your votes and I will be able to do more for you. Kukrudu, Eshti, Radu. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. James Owusu, for your vision statement. At this juncture, we are moving on to the question and answer session. Each candidate gets to answer 2 questions, one from each moderator. And you have 1 minute to respond to the question that is being asked. With that, I would like to move forward for us to begin with the questioning session. We'll begin with our woman organizer, our current woman organizer, Ms. Barbara Boafo. And with that, I would like Ms. Yvonne McCowan to ask the first question. And that question goes to both candidates.
All right. Thank you very much, Emmanuel. We're going to start with Ms. Barbara Boafo, and then the same question will go for Ms. Paulina. What have you identified as the biggest hurdle for women in the branch that needs an immediate change if elected as the women organizer of the branch? Barbara?
All right, thank you, Madam Moderator. What I have noticed in the branch, like the women's sector, the women, particularly in diaspora, we are not looking for anything. It's our family members back home. Most of the people that I have approached, especially the women's, nowadays our numbers have been dropped. If I call for meeting, they don't show up. They have lost the interest of the party. And if they give me the second mandate, I am going to make sure our voice will be heard this time. I'm not going to lay back, and I'm not going to, be like, oh, it's okay. for the sake of for the love you have the party, let's move on. It's not going to happen again. I am going to make sure this time around, every woman will come on board and we will move the party to 2024. Everybody is talking about breaking the 8. Breaking the 8 is not a slogan. We need to work.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Same question for Ms. Paulina. And let me know if you'd like me to repeat the question.
Yes, Madam, please, can you repeat the question?
Yes. What have you identified as the biggest hurdle for women in the branch that need an immediate change if elected as the women's organizer for the branch, of the branch?
Thank you. Fortunately, our chairwoman has done a tremendous work, and I believe that there is still room for improvement. I have so far identified lack of motivation as the biggest problem for the women in the branch. Most women are not motivated to participate in the party activities, such as debate and sharing of views, with the fear of being insulted and harassed from other colleagues. In view of the above reason, I will collaborate with Madam Obaya and all the executives to find any possible way to encourage women to partake in the party activities and also organize a series of workshops to that effect. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Mr. Emmanuel Mensah, over to you.
Thank you very much. We would like to move, forward with the second question, and this goes to the women organizers as well. Please, can whoever is on the line, can you mute your line, please? You're interrupting this program, please.
You're muted.
Okay. The second question goes to Ms. Barbara Boafo. Give 2 examples or strategies you would consider as essential for women mobilization and participation that will help make the women front stronger and enable it to channel their effort, energy, and creativity for growth of the branch and the party.
Oh, okay. Since I am the national patron for MPP Loyal Ladies, I know how it works when it comes to mobilizing. I have done it before. My mobilization took me from the MPP New York chapter to the branch. So if I'm given a mandate, I will be able to mobilize the women, not only from here, as well as Ghana. I am also a history mobilizing people in Jomoro constituency to win the seat for the first time for the party 2016. Unfortunately for us, we lost the seat of 2020. And it is my mandate that I am going to go back again, mobilizing the women over there to win the seat back for our party. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Barbara Boafo. Ms. Paulina, give 2 examples or strategies you would consider as essential for women mobilization and participation that will help make the women front stronger and enable it to channel their effort, energy, and creativity for the growth of the branch and the party.
Thank you, Mr. Emmanuel. Thank you so much. Delegation of most women to some specific tasks will facilitate their readiness to partake in various activities in the party, thereby increasing women involvement as a whole. And I think women empowerment will go a long way to serve as a motivate factor for women participation in party activities. Lobbying for women position, both national and branches, for all of them will one way or the other influence women participation as well. I think that will also help. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for both of your responses. And we move on to the General Secretary position for the questioning. Ms. Yvonne, the first question is yours.
Thank you very much, Emmanuel. All right, so the next set of questions will go to the candidates for General Secretary. And the first question will be addressed to both, starting with Mr. Ebenezer. And the question goes, in building a vibrant external branch as a formidable pillar of reliability and trust, would you emphasize reforming the Constitution or bylaws of the branch, and what specifically will it take to address? Mr. Ebenezer.
Thank you for the question, moderator. We wrote our current bylaws not too long ago, but there's one specific area that I personally will want to reform in order to bring cohesion between the branch and the chapters. There's an article in the current bylaws that pertains to reporting requirements that the branch could request things like minutes for specific periods from the chapters. The last time that request was made, most chapters did not submit that requirement. Only 3 chapters submitted the minutes. Even though I pleaded with the chapter chairs to exert pressure on their secretaries to submit the minutes, I didn't get the minutes. So the portion I would like to amend is to develop
Thank you very much.
a sanction regime for the
Mr. Ebenezer, your time is up.
Your time is up. Thank you very much. Same question goes to Reverend Samuel Sarkodie. I'll repeat the question. In building a vibrant external branch and as a formidable pillar of reliability and trust, would you emphasize reforming the Constitution, the bylaws of the branch, and what specifically will it seek to address?
Absolutely. Thank you so much for that question, my moderator, McCoven. So basically, we are in the technological age, digital age, where IT has become part of our daily life, social media. Our social media platforms have become part of our daily operational activities. We do have platforms like the WhatsApp and everything. We need to have this also inculcated in our bylaws in terms of when we have arbitration, when we have issues that emanate from our interactions from the social media platforms. We do have the website, but how we use and how we operate and how we become accountable, we don't have some of these things in our current constitution or bylaws. And this is the new age of technological innovation. So how are we going to make sure that we are secured when we have issues like this? And also, secondly, I would also like to propose that we also have our budgeting system. We don't have these provisions in there where we require all the chapters to bring their budget and their expenses so that we have kind of fairness, accountability, and transparency.
Reverend Sarkodie, time is up.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. The second question goes to both of you, but begins with Mr. Augustine Ebenezer. And I read, according to Crossing the Divide, a nonprofit seeking to bridge the gap of fragmentation in politics, about 9 million people lost friends during the 2016 election in the USA, a trend many fears will gravely impact future generation relationship and politics in general. If you were to win the election for the position of General Secretary, how would you bring along your competitor and his followers, who may be disappointed for the loss and may no longer be interested to participate in future electoral process?
Thank you, moderator. as a consensus builder, I will dialogue with my opponent and his supporters and bring them on board. The branch is larger than any of us. And to promote the interests of the party, no one has to be left aside. I will do my possible best to bring everybody on board, and this is what I stand for. When Dr. Tina Brefajan contested against me and lost, I was personally asked if she could be my deputy. I gladly accepted her to be my deputy, and we work together. And I will do that again and again. No one person can promote the agenda towards the 2024 election. Everybody. What divides us is smaller than what unites us. And I will do everything possible to bring my opponent and his supporters on board so that we can build a bigger branch, stronger
Thank you
branch,
very much.
in order to help the party in Ghana.
Your
Mr.
time is up.
Ebenezer, your time is up. Thank you very much. We'll move on with the same question to Reverend Sarkodie. According to Crossing the Divide, a nonprofit seeking to bridge the gap of fragmentation in politics, about 9 million people lost friends during the 2016 election in the USA, a trend many fears would gravely impact future generation, relationship, and politics in general. If you were to win the election for the position of General Secretary, how would you bring along your competitor and his followers who may be disappointed for the loss and may no longer be interested to participate in future process?
Thank you very much, Mr. Mensah. As somebody that unites the front and seeks for the transformation of our branch and our chapters, I have over and over again assured my opponent, who is the current branch secretary. Now, by constitution or by our bylaws, Mr. Agbenaza transitions to be part of the Council of Elders because he's the current branch secretary. So I have assured him, having been the deputy since 2008 and substantive on 2 occasions, 2014, 2018, with that longevity of service, I believe he has something under his belt to contribute. I have assured him that I will be the first to lobby for him to become our branch Council of Elders chairman. And that is how I value his contribution. We need transformation, we need fresh face, we need a change, and that is why I'm standing for the branch secretary. But I will definitely work with him and make sure I bring him on board again and all his supporters for us to move the branch forward. So Mr. Agbenaza, you have a place and you have my word. I will lobby when I become the branch secretary, lobby for you to become the branch Council of Elders chairman, if possible. And I know by constitution, they have to decide, but I'll make sure I use all the networks. So I believe in collective and collaborative efforts for us to bring together and unite the front. I have done that in Columbus, and I work with people who stood against me, who opposed me. So I will make sure we reunite our front. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Reverend Sarkodie. We'll move on to our last phase of questioning, and that will be for our first vice chair position. And with that, we'll invite our moderator, co-moderator, Ms. Yvonne, to give us the question.
Okay, thank you very much, Emmanuel. The first set of questions will go to Mr. Dennis Opong first, and then same question goes to Mr. James Owusu. Now, in your quest to become the first vice chairman of the branch, can you elaborate on how you have helped contribute, lead, and nurture the chapter and the branch you're seeking to represent? How would you measure the outcome of such contribution and its impact? Mr. Opong.
Thank you for the question. If you listen well in my submission earlier, I said when I joined NPP New Jersey and I became the first vice, I was the one who constituted the platform so that we can have our meetings as executives. And I also translated that to the branch. And when I was one of the coordinators in Adopt the Constituency in 2016. So we adopted Saboba, And I personally went to Saboba multiple times. We gather resource, go to Saboba, try and restore the seat from enemy's territory, northern region. So if I get the nod, I am going to do the same. As I said earlier, gather all the chapters, make sure that all they need, because right now, there are a lot of complaints going on chapter by chapter about not being connected to the branch. So if I get the nod as the first vice, what I'm going to do is to work with all the chapter chairs, move us to the next level.
I think your time is up, Mr.
Thank you very much. The same question goes to Mr. James Owusu, and I'll repeat the question. In your quest to become the first vice chairperson of the branch, can you elaborate on how you have helped, contributed, led, and nurtured your chapter and the branch you're seeking to represent? How would you measure the outcome of such contribution and its impact? Mr. Owusu.
Thank you. 2006, I came to the United States and I became a member of MPP Cincinnati chapter. In 2009, I was made a national youth organizer. I was able to mobilize various youth in USA to form what we call the Youth Council. And within a short time, we were able to sit down to plan for international conference to bring all the youth in MPP globally together. Thank you. Globally together. And we were able to come out with a strategy that will bring the youth of the party together to come out with some kind of document or strategy that will be guiding all the youth in MPP. Now, when I took over from my former chairman, Mr. Jabbar Mensah, as the chairman of Cincinnati chapter, in fact, our numbers were just about 9. And as I'm talking to you right now, we are more than 31 within 4 years that I took over.
Mr. Owusu, your time is up.
Oh, but somebody was talking and I had to pause.
Moderator, please. I paused this.
We paused the time.
I paused the stopwatch.
Thank you very much. We'll move on to our next question. And we'd like to invite Miss, that will be me. I'll be asking, the question. And it goes to, Mr. Opong-Chichiku. Suppose you encounter a challenge that your leadership style as a first vice chairperson is somehow in conflict with your chairperson. What kind of leadership efforts would you undertake to encourage and commit to the vision of the branch through collaboration?
Thank you very much, sir. As a leader, you are not exempt from challenges. Challenges is part of leadership. First of all, I have a personal relationship with the chairperson. But if something goes along the line, I will sit her down. I'm a straight shooter. I communicate directly to you. And if it doesn't work that way, I'll bring the executives on board. I'll bring the elders of the party on board because our mandate is to serve the branch. So if something is blocking us, then I have to, first of all, I will tackle it with her. If it doesn't work, then I'll go to the next in charge, Council of Elders, and we take it from there. But the type of person that I am, it will be hardly for you to get a problem with me. I have worked with Obaye Afrinpo in so many areas, and I believe that we will work together again and we make this brand great. But again, if anything happens, I go to her first, talk to her as a sister, talk to her as my boss. And if it doesn't work out, then I take it to the next level. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Opong-Chichiku. And the next question goes to Mr. James Owusu, the same question. Suppose you encounter a challenge that your leadership style as first vice chairperson is somehow in conflict with your chairperson. What kind of leadership efforts would you undertake to encourage and commit to the vision of the branch through collaboration?
Thank you. I'm going to assist whoever the chairperson is. That is Madam Obaya. I'm going to assist her. I'm going to be the vice. And if I'm voted to power, I will try as much as I can to work with her. If there's any issue, I'll go to her, sit down with her, try to resolve it. If it is not resolved, I will seek further support from the executives and our Council of Elders to come in to make sure we are together and we are working together. If I have your votes and I become the first vice, having worked with Obaya from 2009 as a youth organizer, I believe strongly that we are going to have the best executive to serve NPP USA to make sure we win 2024 elections. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And thank you kindly, all of you candidates, for giving us your vision statement and answering our questions tonight. Last of the phase is to give us your closing remarks. With that, I would like to invite Ms. Yvonne, and we will go in the order we began. Actually alternate, it, because per the instruction that was given, whoever started, answering first would give us, the closing remarks last. So, Ms. Yvonne McCarwin, would like you to usher us into the closing statement session. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Emmanuel. So as we did the opening remarks, we're going to do the closing remarks, but in the different opposite order that we went through. So at this point, I would like to call on Ms. Paulina to give us your closing statement.
Thank you, Ms. Yvonne. In the past 4 years, serving as a New York chapter women's organizer, I have contributed to increasing the growth of our chapter. Our members attest to this accomplishment. I provided a welcoming environment to new and old members and retention of those who visit. Our success story, New York chapter, is what I will bring to the branch. And I will assist all our chapter women organizers to replicate our New York strategies to growth. I'm a unifier and I pledge to make our branch vibrant. NPP will break the 8 with our help. Kukrudu, Eshi, Rado, Rado, Rado. Thank you very much and God bless you all. Good night.
Thank you very much, Ms. Paulina. Closing statements for the women organizer. We will invite Ms. Barbara Boafo to make your closing statement. Ms. Barbara.
All right, thank you, Madam Moderator. Once again, if my delegates will give me another mandate to retain my seat once again, I will able to do whatever that I have it on plan for 2020 for my first term. We all know what the pandemic took us through. We were having a plan for women's conferences. Due to the pandemic, it was canceled. If I'm given another mandate to retain my seat, I will bring it on board once again to do this event. And I will bring as a unifier mother for all, I will still be a mother. I will ask all the delegates to vote for me for my good work to continue. My legacy still maintain. I will still maintain my seat once again because I know what I have done. I know the work that I have done it in New York. The New York chapter people will testify that when we were opposition, I play a lot of mandates in the New York chapter. My, how do you call it? How I mobilized people took me to the branch level. That is why Madam Obaya called me to join the branch executive to serve as a women organizer. If I'm given a mandate once again, I will go extremely and do above and do beyond above all. I adopted Constituency 2020 with my own pockets and support the branch with my own resources. Once again, I'm asking you for your vote. Kukrudu.
Thank you so much. Next set of closing statement will be to the General Secretary candidates. We will start with Reverend Sarkodie.
Thank you very much. Fellow patriots and moderators, I'd like to thank you for this opportunity. My message is simple. It's about time we have transformational change. Obaya has been given the nod to go on the post, and personally, I believe she deserves a second term. However, in the secretaryship, we need a transformational change. We need a change. I'm presenting myself to vote for me. Let's try new face. Let's try new hands and make sure that our party structures are strengthened administratively so that you have a secretary that responds to phone calls, that listens, and also communicate effectively and will not be sleeping on the job. I promise I will not be sleeping on the job. I'll make sure I collaborate effectively with my branch chair and my other colleagues for us to strengthen the wings and the party structures. And again, the transformation agenda has been demonstrated.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Dr.
No, I think I accidentally muted him instead of someone else.
Okay, so do you remember how much time he has left?
Yeah, he had 30 seconds.
All right. Dr. Sarkodie, you have 30 more seconds, if you will.
Or maybe,
am I on mute?
Or maybe he dropped.
No, he's still muted.
Oh, Dr. Sarkodie, Reverend Sarkodie, you've got 30 seconds. We apologize for the interruption. Go ahead.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. My message again is simple. We have tried and tried and tried. We need growth. We need to progress. We need to transform. It's time for change. We need somebody with fresh ideas. We need somebody with visionary ideas, somebody more tolerant, somebody more available and more accessible. And that is what I come with. I have helped in collaboration with my other executives to transform Columbus. I'll bring the same thing on board. You need somebody that is available and accessible for the job, and I'm here for that. My name is Samuel Sarkodie. I'm number 2 on the ballot, June 3rd. Please vote for Sarkodie for branch secretary.
Thank you so much.
Also remains the Lord. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Reverend. All right, closing statement. Next closing statement goes to Mr. Augustine Agbenaza for closing statement. Go ahead, Augustine. Mr. Agbenaza, you're on for your closing statement. You're muted, sir. Mr. Agbenaza.
Yeah, hello?
Okay, now we can hear you. Go ahead, Mr. Agbenaza. Your closing statement.
Petros, this branch already has a digital ID card system. So if promises are made of another introduction of a digital ID card system, that will take time away from doing other things to grow the branch. The branch has a communication portal to help the communication directorate to enhance their work. The branch has developed a style guide which will be launched soon. According to Nikita Khrushchev, during election time, politicians will promise to build bridges even where there are no rivers. You've heard the promises, but go further and ask, how have these promises been implemented in our previous positions? Some of us have been chapter chairs. How have we transformed our chapters? How have we implemented these promises that we are now promising because we are asking for your mandate? Ask and find the answers before you decide whom to vote for. I have been there. I have never quit before, as others have done, quitting their chapters, only coming back after we won the 2016 elections. I am always around. I'm a party man. I believe in the party and I'll always be there. Don't take the promises on their face values. As an account proverb, literally translates like this. If nakedness tells you he will clothe you, you must first of all ask of his name.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Last set of closing statements will go to our first Vice person candidates. And we'll start with Mr. James Owusu. Please, your closing statement.
Thank you, Madam Moderator. Having helped Cincinnati chapter to win to host this conference, and going to 2016, I was able to lead the chapter to win the Sequoia Contomra seat for the first time for MPP. MPP had never won that seat, but we were able to win it for the first time. Having been able to form a chapter in Columbus, now that we have a Columbus chapter, and James, when I was the youth organizer, able to form that chapter, it means I have a lot of experience to help MPP expand its territories. When you vote for me to become the MPP USA First Vice, I'm going to work with the chapters to make sure each chapter get back into its feet. Some of the chapters, if you visit them right now, it's difficult to get EV members to come for meetings. And I can assure you, when you vote for me, I will go sit down with them, try to inculcate welfare system into various chapters to make sure that our chapter members participate in our activities. Vote for James Owusu to become MPP USA First Vice Chairman, and you will never regret you did. Thank you very much. Kukrudu, Ishi, Radu, Radu, Radu.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Owusu. Our last closing statement will go to Mr. Chicheku. Your closing statement, sir.
Thank you very much. When MPP USA was instituted, it was supposed to be the research arm of the mother party in Ghana. And we have done a lot. Some of the achievements that we have done is OMO, extended delegates, and from Acacia Project. We have contributed a lot to Mother Ghana, the great party. But it looks like after 2016, everything went down the drain. If I get the nod to be the first vice, I will help the leadership to get back our glory. I will tap into all the chapters. I will tap to individuals with brains, professionals, so that we can go back to our roots and go back with ideas, innovative ideas. That's what they need us, is innovative ideas. And I stand for that. I, Dennis Oponchicheku, come June 3rd, please give me the mandate so that I can help bring back the glory. We need that. To break the 8, it's not only money, it's ideas. And MPP USA, we have the men. MPP USA, we have the ideas. It's about time we tap into those ideas, bring everybody on board, and send it to Ghana. We cannot do that. We cannot break the 8 without our innovative ideas. We have to bring everybody on board. And I stand for that. And all that I'm asking for tonight, come June 3rd, Dennis Oponchicheku, I have been tested. I am the guy for the job. Vote for me, and we will move MPP USA forward. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Ghana. God bless MPP USA. Good night, everybody. Thanks.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Chicheku. At this point, thank you. Thank you. Please mute your phones. Thank you so much. We thank you all. At this point, we've come to the end of our program. I wish all the candidates luck, and I will turn it over to our moderator, Mr. Emmanuel Mensah.
Thank you very much, Ms. Yvonne. Thank you once again, all of our participating candidates. We're so grateful for you joining us tonight. You have spoken your hearts out to all of our members and all of our delegates. Now, it lies in the hands of our delegates to make a decision come June 3rd. And we believe to our delegates that you have been well informed tonight. With that, we want to thank you for your consideration to stay up, to listen to all of the various candidates that have presented their visions. And we do believe that you have been duly informed to make the right decision. With that, we want to say thank you all, and we're looking forward to see you in Cincinnati. But before we do that, we have the last of our phase, which is phase 3, and that will be the chairperson getting 20 minutes to outline her vision for the entire branch. We invite you once again to join us next week, Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, as we listen to our chairperson to present her vision for the entire branch. With that, we would like to say, democracy is not just an event, but it is part of our everyday life. Thank you very much for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you again next week. God bless you all.
Bye-bye.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you, Miss Emmanuel.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you, and good luck to everybody.
Good luck.